Godfather of the webcam, the godfather of Dick L. Yo, yo, Mr. Electro. Yo, yo, Mr. E.
Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? How you doing, Drunk Irishman? How you doing, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights? I know I haven't done a live in a minute. It's good to see you guys. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. We're going to just talk about random stuff. I got questions to ask. I'd like to, if we get some ladies that come in, ladies that are not involved in any serious drama, that is, I'd like to ask some questions. Maybe you can give me some advice when it comes to my daughter. And then we're going to talk about my daughter and all the questions that people have been having for me. How did I end up with an 18-year-old daughter out of nowhere? And it hasn't been out of nowhere, but everybody seems to want to judge and have some sort of input. I'll be answering that question too, and explain how the relationship between Elizabeth and myself works, since a lot of you feel a certain way about it. How the relationship between me and Katie works, and how it works between Katie and Elizabeth. A lot of assumptions going on out there and everything like that. But we'll answer some questions, and if I can get advice from the women, that would be great, because I haven't dealt with a teenage daughter in a long, long time. My daughter, my daughter is actually grown and has my granddaughter. That's my third grandchild, by the way. But there's a lot of malcontent and drama going on. I'm going to try to steer away from that and not talk about the drama, and try to talk about some freaking positivity for a change. I understand that people like drama, and drama brings views in. But to be completely honest, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of answering questions. I'm tired of people getting screwed over. I'm tired of people stabbing each other in the back. Good people going down. Don't need to talk about your personal life, EJ. You know what, Carlos? If I talk about my personal life, it'll be used against me. All the trolling that's been done on me has been from stuff that I put out there. I'm getting trolled with my own content. Like, that works. So, it doesn't matter. But I just want to talk about positive shit. I mean, Carlos, you get it? I mean, are you not tired of all the negativity, or are you just entertained by it? You don't care. You just want to be entertained. Be honest, though. Be honest. You just want to be entertained. You want as long as it don't involve you. Oh, by the way, if you still have a copy of that movie, I want it. I really do. Because I was going to put it up on my backup channel. I dare somebody to take it down. I dare somebody to take it down. If it's okay with you. If you still have a copy of that movie, I want to put it up. Because people, you hear from, that's the problem, Carlos. I've been so busy with real life shit over here. I haven't been able to watch boxing. I went out purposely to try to watch boxing this weekend, and I missed it. A lot of bullshit going on, and I missed it. Katie has missed watching boxing too, man. Really. So I do plan on getting back into the boxing. I just want shit to calm down, because, to be honest, all the boxing content that's out there ends up being in drama. It really does. And I understand you're here for the boxing, and I really do want to get back into it. And I will. I promise I will. It's just goddamn. When it's slow, people just go at each other's throats. And you know this to be true, Carlos. You know this to be true. Don't mind that. That's my daughter. She's playing with her dog in the room in the background. But Katie, weren't you telling me let's watch boxing? Yeah. Yeah, you gotta Katie's in a lot of pain right now. She's gonna have surgery soon on her foot. Huh? She might. She's thinking about having surgery on her foot. Yeah, see, that's just it. That's how come I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the beefs and stuff. I want to talk about positivity and let's lift each other up. Let's do some damn good for a change. You know? But yeah, I don't mind the beefs, but it's if it's gonna be a regular thing, I'm out. And that's what's been going on, and the boxing community has been suffering for it. You know, I'm not just part of the boxing community. I'm a part of like 5 or 6 different sectors. If you notice, I don't know if you see it. Hold on a second. Let me show you. You see that says the People's Podcast? I actually hang out at that channel a lot. You know, I hang out in channels where they audit the police because in certain states, including New Mexico, the police get out of hand. And I follow a few auditors, but the People's Podcast, I'm there a lot. I go there a lot, and I go to different other communities like that, like farming communities, and there's this one lady that I follow that she talks about planting vegetables and stuff like that, and I'm getting advice on what foods to grow on my property and how much of my land should I use to grow food, and if I can grow enough food to sustain the family for a year or two. Really? Carlos, man, what the fuck, dude? Is it like that, man? Is it like that, brother? I thought we were good, man. I thought we were good, man. No, we're good. I know we're good, man. You and I have always gotten along. We've not always agreed, especially on boxing points, but we've always gotten along. And I understand your sense of humor. A lot of people don't. A lot of people can't laugh at themselves, and that's a big part of the problem. People take themselves way too serious. Man, I try not to take myself too serious. But I am going to change something, Carlos. One thing I am changing, I'm not going to be so trusting anymore. I am not going to be so trusting anymore. I give way too much trust out, and I don't get the trust back in kind. I don't get the respect that I give out back. So yeah, I'm gonna change my attitude a little bit here and there. My wife has told me that's for the best too. Katie has told me, I'm too nice to people, and I think she's right. Even Elizabeth tells me I'm too nice to people. Me and Katie went to the movies. We went to go see Thunderbolts, or quote unquote the new Avengers. It was actually a pretty good movie, but I wasn't feeling good, and I was a bit ill, so I didn't get to enjoy the movie as much as I wanted to. This is why we didn't do a review on it. But from what I saw, it was pretty good. I'm gonna go see it again. I want to check it out again in the theaters and get that experience, but this time without being sick. But moving on. once I see some ladies right in the chat, and I'll ask the questions that's pertinent to Elizabeth. Now don't get me wrong, I do ask Katie, but I'd like to see what other mothers out there have to say, and maybe they can give me a little advice on how to deal with a teenage daughter who has a mind of her own and likes to date boys, young boys, 18-year-old boys that are nothing but walking, talking hormones. Emphasis on whore. Man, I don't trust her around any boys. Man. Now, I trust her. I don't trust any of the boys around her. But yeah, see what the girls got to say, because all I know is the male perspective. Oh, what's up, anti-Trump AF? There you go. Yep. No, I'm not gonna spank my 18-year-old daughter. No, 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 no hands, no hands. What's up, Nick Smith? How you doing, man? John, I hope you're feeling. I hope you're having a good day today, as far as health wise, man. And I mean that. You know, I mean it anyway. Use a paddle. No. Elizabeth, they're telling me to use a paddle on you. No, I'm not going to use a paddle on her. She doesn't. First of all, she doesn't do anything bad. You know, she doesn't do anything bad. Not bad enough to get punished or anything like that. She just likes boys, and boys like her too much. But yeah, let me talk about Katie. Katie's thinking. Well, here's the thing. She's been seeing the podiatrist, right? And surgery is an option. She has for the past year been going to physical therapists for her foot, for a problem with her foot. What did he say? The fascia? Is that what he called it? The what? Yeah, plantar fasciitis. She has, right? And yeah, we've done everything. She's done everything that the doctor has said, right? And it just seems like all it is her getting tortured. And you don't know how difficult it is to sit there and watch your wife go through all this pain and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, there's something you could do about it, but really there's nothing you could do about it, because I can give her my pain pills and it would take her pain away, you know? But if I did that, I would be wrong. You know, I've asked these doctors to, you know, if there's nothing, if the physical therapy isn't working, why don't they just send her to a pain specialist, you know, to at least be able to give her some medication that will take the pain away. Because of all the restrictions and the regulations and everything like that, doctors don't give out pills no more. They don't give out pain pills no more. You know, I have to jump through hoops to get the pain pills I get. McSmith loves feet. McSmith loves women. You know, does he know how to talk to them? Actually, no, McSmith does pretty good when he talks to women online. And he doesn't do too bad. But you know, I could give Katie my pain pills, right? But it doesn't alleviate the problem. You know, and so now we're looking at surgery as a possible outcome. And Katie is not too keen on it. She doesn't like the idea of going under the knife. She doesn't know everything that's involved. So I told her to look it up. as far as she's wondering if they're going to put her under, or if it's going to be a local anesthetic. And she's really not feeling the local anesthetic part because she wants to be asleep for the whole thing. No, no, dude, she's in a tremendous amount of pain all the time. Her foot hurts real bad, and the exercises they have her do, and the physical therapy she goes through, it just seems like a torture session. Like they're putting her on the rack or something like that. And me as a husband, it pains me to watch her in pain. I really can't watch anybody in pain. I don't like watching anyone going through pain. But my wife, it's really troublesome watching her feel the way she does. I constantly offer her my pills, but she doesn't want to take them because first of all, they're my pills and I need them. But I have pain patches, I have the oxys, and then I also have the pain patches. They have fentanyl in them, and they last for like 2 or 3 days. Sometimes I'll go to that and not take my pills for a few days so that if she's in that much pain, I can give her one. But you can't do that. You can't do that because apparently you get in trouble for that. But it's okay to let her be in pain. It's okay for the doctors not to do nothing for her. It's okay for the doctors to, make her go through these exercises that all it does is create more pain. What's up, Bruce? And mind you, Katie smokes weed, and she smokes weed specifically for the pain. She smokes sativa because that works on her differently than it does on other people, and it actually calms her down and it has a pain relief for her. But what is she going to do? Be high 24/7? Her name is not Martin. Martin. What's up, Bruce? How you doing, brother? I understand, McSmith. I get what you're saying, and yeah, it is done. It would be done, but I'm saying this is what goes through my mind. What can I do to help my wife? And it's that simple. And I love her so much. I hate seeing her in that kind of pain. But she goes through it. And she tells me, no, I'm not doing it. I don't want to get you in trouble. All right, John, you want to come up here and talk to me about it? If you want to come up here and talk to me about it, I take her to the doctor. Dude, we just came from the doctor last week. You went Friday? Or was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday. I took her to the doctor, and that's when they told her the next level is surgery. All right. And they won't give her pain medication. And I say, well, can you refer her to a pain specialist? They won't even do that. But she has an appointment in like a week and a half, just under 2 weeks. And it's supposed to be surgery. But again, Katie has not decided whether she wants to go through surgery or not, depending on what the procedure what's involved in the procedure. So fucking Bruce, I'm not a masochist. It hurts me to see her hurt. Bruce, the only surgery I'm going to have is an autopsy. I feel you. Uh, I'm supposed to have surgery on my knees, and I am not keen to that. So I refuse to take that surgery because I have arthritic knees, and I'm supposed to like have the have my knees replaced, and then after that it's the hips. What's up, Dwayne? How you doing? Happy Tuesday to you, brother. But yeah, it's like trying to work things out and do things the right way is hard, especially when there's a loved one involved. What's up, Vaughn? How you doing? Bruce, I have been losing weight. What are you talking about? I've been on diet. I've been on a diet, and I've been exercising, Bruce. I've been going through my own pain, doing the walking more. As much as walking hurts, I make myself do it every damn day with weight on, just so I could build up my endurance. I want to be able to enjoy life a little more with my wife. I want to go camping. I want to go. I actually haven't gone hunting since my 30s. I'd like to go hunting again. Well, Bruce, I've lost 115 pounds. I've lost 115 pounds over the past 3 years. So there's that. Right now I'm still hovering at 285. Yeah, I know. Mick Smith is going to chew me out for that. But I'm at 285. The lightest I've been as an adult is 250. So that's my goal. I want to get to 250 to see if I can reach that goal. Vaughn, I actually take Ozempic once a week, but that's for my diabetes. It's not to lose weight. That's for my diabetes. That's why I take the Ozempic. I don't know if it's helped with the weight loss or not because I really haven't. I've been at a certain plateau for a while. Would I ever consider liposuction? Um, Not really. Never even thought about that, Irishman. What the fuck? 2G vape? What the fuck is that? Is that weed? Are you trying to get me high, McSmith? Diabetes for well, see, here's the thing. Elizabeth has type 1 diabetes. I have type 2 diabetes. Elizabeth has been in the hospital now twice this year. She's had diabetic attacks, and I've never seen that little girl in that much pain. That was heartbreaking to watch. And Yeah, her and I have had long talks. We've had talks about her family history and what goes on and what kind of health issues is in her bloodline and stuff like that. So I know what to expect, and I try to learn as much about diabetes, even though I'm considered borderline diabetic. That's what it is. That's how come I take the Ozempic shot once a week. I take metformin, but they cut down the metformin. I was taking 2 pills a day. Right now, I'm down to 1 pill a day with the metformin, but I'm also on furosemide, um, abimetrol, and now I am on this medication that stopped me from having seizures because apparently I've been having seizures the past year. I don't remember them, but Katie described it to the doctor, so the doctor prescribed me this seizure medication. So I take that. Hipposuction. What the fuck? Oh damn, Nick Smith. Well, actually, Carlos, I'm gonna be 60 this year. In August, I'll be 60. I'll be turning 60 this year, and hopefully, this year's birthday broadcast won't go as bad as the last one with the race baiting that went on at the end of the broadcast last year. But yeah, I'll have to look into that, Carlos. To be completely honest, I don't know what's all involved. What's with the liposuction? I thought liposuction is just when they put that tube in you and they just like suck out all the fat around the loose skin and shit like that. Because I got a lot of loose skin from the weight I lost. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start pushing my walks. I do a half mile a day. I'm gonna start pushing a mile. But when I start walking a mile a day, I'm gonna do it without the weights so I can get used to the actual distance of it. And then once I'm used to the distance, I'll start throwing the weights back on. Because to be completely honest, I like walking with the vest on. I actually like walking with the extra weight on. For some reason, it feels like a better workout. But I was told to get used to the distance change. Maybe you know something about that, McSmith. But I was told get used to the distance change, so don't use the weights and just do it. What's up, Puro? How you doing? So I was told just to do it without the weights and get used to the distance change. And once your body's used to that, then you can throw the weights back on. But I walk around when I do my half mile walk. I do with 35 pounds. And Drunk Irishman says, I think liposuction is the best option, EJ, at your age. I'm not joking or messing around. I'm serious. In your 50s, you ain't exercising that fat off. Not at your age. Hard truth. Well, I have been stuck at 285 for 3 months now. Right around 3 months, I've been stuck at 285. I haven't been able to get down, no matter how I changed the diet. And I did try McSmith's diet plan and stay away from grains and stuff like that. And I've just been stuck there. They upped my Ozempic to, I was doing 0.5 a week. Now they upped it to 1. And so let's see what happens with that. Huh? Well, honey, if I'm gonna get trolled, at least they're gonna troll me with my own content. Because I have yet to be trolled by no one has given me a gotcha moment yet. If they get the gotcha moment, they'll get it from me. And this way it's not a gotcha moment. Because I'm the one that put the truth out there. But that's brutal truth there, Carlos. That's brutal truth. And I like brutal truth. I think it's one of the reasons why me and McSmith have been getting along, because Smith don't bullshit. What's up? Hey Mel, how you doing, baby? Oh hell, Melzer, don't say that because McSmith will say yep and agree with you. Melza just came in and said, I think it's time to walk 6 miles a day, bucko. Hop to it. How you doing, sweetheart? It's good to see you. Oh, what's up, Michael? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute, brother. It's good to see you guys. But yeah, I'm trying to make some changes, with my attitude, with my life in general. I'm trying to get healthier. I like my life with my wife. I really do. I love my life with my wife, and I want to continue it as long as possible. But then I don't want to stress Katie out either by me being sick all the damn time. And she's put up with that. Out of the 17 years we've been together, all right, most of those years she has taken care of me. I have been in the hospital several times. I have been through surgery, emergency surgeries, once or twice with her. And she's had to put up with a lot. Yeah, but Mel, I don't know if I can actually walk 6 miles. How much did we walk when we went over to Louisiana? When me and Katie and Kim went to Louisiana, what was because that was about the limit I could do. Do you remember how long the walk was? Because I think that was my absolute limit. I think it was like 2 or 3 miles. I literally had to sleep for 24 hours to get over that walk. I have to check that. I cannot remember for sure. Sorry, I just realized I didn't have the stream up to date, so I'm catching up now. Oh, okay. Mr. Bigelow, it's good to see you. Are you still over on iBlog or on Vaughn or anything like that? Or are you just on YouTube or Instagram? Oh, I was going to play a song for you guys. Hold on a second. What song was it? Oh, I'm going to play a song that Melza wrote. Here you go. Here you guys go. Oh, that's the one.
You walk around, head up in the clouds. Think you're the king while you pushing the crowd. Talk like you're wise, but your head's full of noise. Making excuses while you're playing with toys. Claiming headaches like it's your daily grind. But the truth is, man, you're just wasting time. Preach like a prophet, but it's all just a game. Expect your friends to fall in line and do the same. You're a wannabe leader with a cult full of sheep, but no one's buying what you're trying to preach. You wanna
What's up, E-Prime?
This ain't the scene. Ain't no Jedi, just a dark side fiend. Why you gotta be insubordinate? Think we're here just to coordinate? Got your head in the sand, man, you need to see. Nobody here is bowing down to thee. Your hero's orange, your views outdated. Making comments that are so damn jaded. Misogyny spews every time you speak. Guess respect for women makes you feel weak. You're whining about your subs like it's some big crime, but your antics are the reason they left you behind. Saying you'll leave YouTube just to make a scene, but we all know, man, it's just for the screen. Quoting Trump like he's gospel truth, but the only thing growing is your excuse. Living in a world that you built from scratch, where no one can question and everyone claps. You think you're Yoda dropping wisdom so rare, but we see a Sith Lord who needs some self-care. You're lost in the Force, but an ancient friend, more like a Padawan with a nervous bend. Why you gotta be insubordinate? Think we're here just to coordinate? Lost in your delusions, can't you see? Ain't nobody here marching to your beat. Stop playing the victim, stop playing the cluster headaches don't excuse a cold heart. Blaming the world while you're standing still. Not every battle needs a mighty hill. So take a look around, you're standing alone. Your so-called kingdom's just a dusty throne. You wanted soldiers, but you got a clue. Not everyone's falling for the nonsense you spew. Vital gotta be insubordinate. Think we're here just to coordinate. Living in your bubble, but it's clear to see. Ain't nobody here falling for your fantasy.
Yes, guys, that was wrote by Melza herself. Uh, Carlos, let's see. He said, EJ, you said you turned 60 this year. Wouldn't you like you and Katie to live in your golden years, 80s, if you are gonna commit to something? If it working out or surgery time now, just my opinion. I'm willing to do anything for Katie. That's the thing. I'm willing to do anything for her. And I have been. Katie, haven't I been doing anything and everything you've asked? No, you're not a nag, babe. I'm not making you sound like a nag. Stop it. Carlos, you're not coming off like a dick. I don't take shit like that. Carlos, you know what I think it is? I think you're so used to people. When you go at people, I think you're used to them getting so fucking butthurt and getting their little totos up in the ruffle that you think that everyone's going to react that way. Carlos, you know me long enough to know I don't react the same way other people do. All right? I can take a hard truth. I can take a hard truth. You know that already. Pinche, what's up? What you been up to, man? Yeah, no, I don't think you're coming off like a dick. I just think you're just being honest, man. There's nothing wrong with honesty. There's not enough honesty. Too many people lying online to get their way or get their opinions across. And if you disagree with them, you're the bad guy. You know, like you and I don't agree on everything. That doesn't make you the bad guy. And I don't think it makes me the bad guy, Irishman. Melza just said, okay, I looked it up. It looks like I walked 7K steps that day in New Orleans, and that's roughly 3.1 miles. And I was with you that whole time. Yeah. So that was about the limit I could do. I don't think I could do a step more than what we did that day. And if that was 3 miles, I think 3 miles is the absolute limit I could do. But out here, I walk a half mile, and I'll do that at the very least twice a day. Sometimes I'll do it 3 times. But what I do is I'll walk the half mile twice, and then every other day I'll walk around the perimeter of my property on the inside of the fence, the perimeter of my acre, with the rucksack on, and that's about 90 to 95 pounds. You say you did more steps too, even because you walked a bit inside the museum. I barely moved inside the museum, Mel. Every place I saw a seat, I grabbed a seat and just sat there for a little while. And all I did was move enough to get to the next seat. That was it, Mel. If you guys haven't subscribed to Mel's channel, she does collage videos and vlogs and stuff like that. You know what? That was okay. To be completely honest, Mel, that was adrenaline because I was worried about her health. I was worried about her safety. So you can't really count that. That was me on adrenaline because I was legit worried about her safety. She can drive a motherfucker crazy because she goes off in different directions to Well, you know how it was. Oh yeah, I wanted to play another song. Give me a second. Where is it at? Oh yeah, this is me. I am a cop.
Wasn't flirting with no fucking half nigga fucking. You know that nigga's a cop. Electro G is a cop.
Mind you, that's Jaguar Wright accusing me of being a cop.
I don't give a fuck. You wanted him.
No. I was trying to befriend him because I wanted to find out if he was law enforcement, and now I know. He's using her fucking chat to get Jaguar Wright intel because he's a motherfucking federal informant and an agent. Why don't y'all understand that there's real law enforcement on this fucking app?
Underneath the neon lights, he walks along the beat. Detective shades and tailored suits, hiding in the heat. But when the night is falling and the city starts to hum, he's the shadow on the corner, the enforcer on the run. Every day he's living on the edge, a secret world that no one knows. When the sirens fade away, he's just a man who's got to play the role. He's Electro Jet, sorry Electro G. He's got the moves, he's got the style, he's got the mystery. From the dark alleys to the midnight streets, he's the lawman.
He said, "Kate, don't worry, babe. If you hit his timestamp or he died, this Irishman, 1-inch leprechaun penis will provide you in any ways, financially and in the bedroom." You should have seen the smile she just gave, drunk Irishman.
Late nights and whispered deals, secrets in the air. A federal badge and a loaded gun, he's always prepared.
Put this face up there. Hold on a
When the
second.
danger calls him and the thrill starts to rise, he's the one who walks the wire, the truth behind the lies. Every day he's dancing on the line, a double life, a hidden code. But when the stars begin to fade, he's just a man who's got to take control.
That was the face she made.
He's Electro Jet, sorry Electro G. He's got the moves, he's got the style, he's got the mystery. From the dark alleys to the midnight streets, he's the lawman you never see. In the heart of the city, where the secrets unfold, he's a player in the game, a story left untold. But when the truth comes knocking and the past comes to call, he's the one who stands tall. He's the hero after all. He's Electro Jet, sorry Electro G. A smooth jazz cop, a secret federal agent, can't you see? He's got the moves, he's got the style, he's got the mystery. From the dark alleys to the midnight streets, he's the lawman you'll never see.
All right. The only the only appearance from Katie Kaboom that you're gonna get, because right now she's got her foot up on the couch, so you can't see her. So, but here, I'll let you watch this. Give me a second. It's you and me dancing. Here you go. There's your Katie Kaboom appearance, okay? There's Elizabeth. All right, that's enough of that. E Prime, stop saying I suck. No, she wasn't having a seizure. I was making her dance. Couples do that. We dance sometimes, Pincha. It's a hard truth, huh? I can take it, E Prime, just not from you. Looking like Patrick. Shit, I wish. I don't know, Katie. How do you like? Did you ever like Patrick Swayze? She says he's all right, I guess. Yes, I am, E Prime. I'm the biggest hypocrite ever. Well, if you heard in the video, I told her about that. More hips, less head. Ooh, that didn't even sound right, did it? Damn, that did not come out right. So, E Prime, what you been up to, man? Have you still been getting on people's nerves? I seen you got kicked out of Poon's channel a few times. Why you keep getting kicked out of his channel? You know you gotta fuck up pretty bad to get kicked out of Poon's channel. Oh, that song was called Abusadora, the abuser. Abusadora. It's a merengue song. Yeah, Katie loves that song. I do too. Well, you're welcome, brother. You're welcome. Anyway, I just wanted to come up here and talk about something other than what's been going on around the net, around the community. And since I am part of several different communities, the two communities that have combined lately, man, it's been bad. So I'm just trying to lighten the mood. Hope you guys don't mind me trying to lighten the mood. Do I like El Gato Valador? You got a link him. Is that a writer or is that a band or something? You got a link. Throw a link up there. I think you can throw a link. I know what Gato is. Oh, the Cat Empire. Oh, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. Hold on a second. Is it on YouTube? Hold on a second. Let me look that up right now. Because I might have looked it up before. The Cat Empire. Oh shit, it's actually a band. Oh, okay, it's a song called Hello. Okay, I got it queued up. Let me see what this. Oh, they got trumpets. I like music with trumpets. Okay, I'll save that for later. I'll check it out and listen to it. I don't want to get a copyright strike. I think I played just enough not to get in trouble, and I don't even think you guys heard it. Did you hear any of it? Oh, you heard nothing? Okay, good. I can't get in trouble. Yeah, Elizabeth's music's playing in the background. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for it. She don't care. She just loves listening to her music. Oh yes, I love mariachi. I love mariachi music. One of my favorite mariachi songs is Volver, Volver. Boy, I said that white as fuck, didn't I? But it's a great song. Check it out, Pinche, if you haven't heard it yet. It's Volver, Volver. Like that was one of the most famous mariachis ever that sang that song and wrote that song. He was like the Spanish Elvis. Babe, why don't you put the air conditioner on? Want me to put the air conditioner on for you? Don't worry about it.
The Son of Baconator is only $3 for a limited time. You know, smoked bacon, rich milk,
We're here
cheese.
to show you.
That Son of Baconator is only $3.
Oh, here it is.
For bacon that just won't quit.
Here you go. So it'll be cool when we get back. Oh, dude, have you seen Mobland? Who does that star again, baby? Yeah, it has Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren. Who else? Oh yeah, Tom Hardy. Dude, Carlos, you got to check out Mobland. That is an excellent show. Check it out if you can. Seriously. Oh, did you finish? Dude, Harry's a badass, man. Volver. Oh, hell yeah, Pinche. So you know the song. Dude, Eddie needs to be kicked in the nuts, man. He really does. He needs to be kicked in the nuts. That kid, he needs an ass whipping bad. And he started all that trouble too. Yeah, me and Katie, we just finished the series the other day. We just finished the series, and man, there's a possibility, from what I heard, there's a possibility there's going to be an American version, not an Americanized version, but it's going to be connected to Mobland, but it's going to have to deal with it, and it's going to be connected to it, but in the United States somehow. I heard that they were going to do that, and it's going to there's going to be other spin-offs too in different countries. Cobra Kai finished, Del Pinche. Now the Karate Kid movie is on. And I heard it was good. I haven't seen it yet. I think me and Katie might go see it. But the new Karate Kid movie is supposed to be like it spins off of Cobra Kai, but Cobra Kai is done. And I'm telling you, Cobra Kai did good. The last season of Cobra Kai was excellent. I didn't like the first 2 or 3 seasons, but after that, it really started getting interesting, and I started liking the show a lot. Yeah, in the freezer. I know, right, dude? Dude, it's like you knew something happened, right? And he was Carlos is talking about the knife stab that happened at the end with his wife and Harry. I don't think she meant to do it, but she was kind of like livid at him with all the shit that she's had to go through in the past season. So they approved it for season 2, right? Now I think didn't it get approved for season 2, Carlos? But I know that there's going to be a spinoff, and it's supposed to be based in the United States. And I think there's supposed to be one that's going to be based in France. I'm not sure. So yeah, they did get approved. Yeah, Carlos said that season 2 is happening. Yeah, cool. Because that was season 1 was fucking awesome. Dude, that chainsaw scene was fucked up. I thought for sure they were gonna get what's her name? What's her name? Sabrina or Serafina. I thought they were gonna get Serafina, but getting her brother, ooh man, Helen Mirren was pissed. Dude, Helen Mirren, man, she's a great actress, and man, she played an evil bitch. Evil, man. That's a dude. that reminds me of so many different old ladies that I know in my life. Manipulative. No, I'm not even gonna lie. She kind of reminds me of my mom a little bit, where how manipulative she can be and how she puts the guilt trips out there. Yep, stick or twist, man. Stick or twist. Yeah, there's something we agree on. That we both think that's a great show, man. Melza, you got to check out Mobland. If you get to watch a show, check out Mobland for sure. It's well worth it. What was Mobland on? Oh, it was on Prime Video. Yeah, check out Mobland. It stars Tom Hardy, Ellen Mirren. What was the old guy's name? Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, it's a good show. Oh, guys, I don't know if you guys knew or not, but if you check out the front page of my channel, right? I have gear. I have gear that I sell. Not gear like my tactical vest or anything like that, but I sell T-shirts. I designed a couple of T-shirts up there and stuff. If you want to check it out, I actually got one. If you get one of the T-shirts, make sure you get it the white one, because I got the gray one and the print didn't come out as good as it would with the white one. But yeah, check out the gear that I'm selling on my channel. Let me see if I can show it here. Go to my channel. Yeah, it's up on the front page. Under ElectroJed, where it says ElectroJed Stop Shop, creatorsspring.com. See if I can show you some of this stuff. Yeah, I can show you this. Here, let me share screens. Yeah, this is some of the stuff that I got going on. The gray, all right, it doesn't come out as clear as the white does. But this is what some of the gear looks like. I bought this one in gray. I bought that one in gray, right? And it did not look as good. It looks clear here, but the gray is much darker, so you can't really see the I'm not saying, I'm just saying part too well. But if it was this color, yeah, but the gray is way darker. But yeah, this is some of the gear that I'm selling if you guys are interested. But yeah, this is the gray hoodie. Comes in different sizes. This is the white hoodie. Like that, just because your day is rough doesn't make it a dog day. Anyway, if you want to check it out, if anyone's interested, you're more than welcome to purchase it. I think the prices are reasonable. I mean, that's the lowest I can get the price to come down anyway. So. The one that I got, the shirt that I got, it's in the wash right now, but when it gets out, I'll show you what it looks like so you see. Yes, I'm selling. That's right. Carlos, you got to make sure that you tell them that I'm e-begging, all right? make sure that Dawn gets this, and that I'm e-begging and trying to sell. Oh, that's a picture of Sarge. Sarge wearing my hat. That's a picture of my dog wearing my fedora. And then the other one, and this is, if you remember the Four Horsemen, this was my avatar. I still have that avatar, by the way. I use it sometimes. But this is me jumping off the top rope with the championship belt. Dude, would you believe I've had that up there on my page for over a year, since before I moved into this house, and I've never pimped that out. This is the first time I actually pimp it out. But I e-beg, remember. I e-beg. I always got a sad story. The hoodie comes in gray and white. But like I said, I don't think the words will come out too good on the gray, so you'd have to get the white one. I'm gonna change up. I'm gonna do a few more different designs, and I'll let you know the new designs and stuff. I'm gonna go with different font. In actuality, I think Melza is gonna help me fix it. But yeah, I'm gonna change up the font and stuff like that. I was just experimenting with that one. Those are the first actual shirts I've ever designed. I'm not good at it, so, but I liked it, so I put it up there. Melza is shut down for business. Oh, guys, if you need any type of graphic work done or anything like that, you could hit up Melza. You can hit up Melza, but she's an actual graphic designer, and she's gonna charge you what she's worth. I'll throw her website up there. Hold on a second. Let me find her website. Oh, wait a minute. I can't get on there. I guess you put a password on it, Mel. I can't get in there. I would show them, but I can't show them. There's a password. It's asking for a password. Because I would show them the designs that you got and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. Melza has been being trolled. And there's all kinds of trolling going on everywhere. Even on the site she goes to. Oh, guys, by the way, I'm going to let y'all know that I'm going to start streaming on another website. I might do my first stream in over a year over there again tonight. I'm going to be on iVlog tonight, more than likely. So if you want to check it out, it's no money to open up an account there. But yeah, I'm gonna stream tonight on iVlog. And it's just how it sounds. It's just like this. Yeah, I still got my Discord, Drunk Irishman. Aren't you in there? Once you go in there, you're in there. Unless I kick you, like Yepperson. Apparently, I kicked Yepperson. Boy, he's been butthurt ever since then. Yeah, but I'll probably be streaming there tonight. I haven't streamed there in over a year, probably 2. Dude, Pinche, I got the highlights. What the fuck happened to Plant? That's what happened to him, man. He got his ass kicked. What the fuck, man? That was supposed to be easy work. That dude like was a C or D level fighter. How did he get his ass kicked? Yeah, no, dude. He got French fried and fricasseed, man. And that's just on the highlights. I didn't get to watch the fight because I did want to see that fight. Fuck, I'm glad I didn't. I would have been disappointed. To be truthful, Drunk Irishman, I think you might have a wrench over there on that Discord. If you have a wrench here, more than likely you got a wrench on the Discord. Just don't abuse nobody. Well, you know what? You could abuse Jefferson. You could abuse him all you want. Yeah, no, dude, you're right though. If he would have signed a fight with Charlo, that would have been a good chunk of change. Maybe not Canelo money, but yeah, he fucked that bag up bad. Man, he's got to do a lot of work to come back from that loss, if he can even come back from that loss. That was bad, Carlos. That was fucking bad. Pinche, you're right, man. He got fucking cooked. Honestly, Pinche, I can't say that. I'm not disrespecting the man, but I got him like down C or D level fighter, to be completely honest. I did not expect him to come at Plant the way he did. And come on, you gotta admit, you probably didn't even expect that. What I want to see, the fight I want to see, just to see if he can get his fucking, claim back some of the respect that he lost, is I would like to see Haney the fuck? Really? Really? What? I can't even remember his name right now. This is my age coming in. Haney's last loss. He needs to do that one again, man. Oh, Ryan Garcia. I'd like to see Haney and Ryan go at it one more time and see if you can get back any of that respect that he lost, because and make sure that Ryan don't cheat. And I'm sorry, anyone that defends Ryan and his drug abusing self, I don't care about the drinking. I don't care about the shit talking, because boxers do that. All right, boxers do that. Fucking Ali was the king of doing that shit. Disrespecting motherfuckers. But the drugs and, yeah. He needs to, because I have no respect for Ryan Garcia whatsoever. I truly believe that he would not have won that fight if it wasn't for the fact that he was juiced up. and I'll argue with anybody about it. I wonder how many tapes Resendez watched of Canelo. You could clearly tell he was studying Canelo fight at 168. Hey, you could be right, man. You could be right. He went in there with a mission, dude, and he carried it out to perfection. Now, mind you, I only watched the highlights. You know, my boxing takes are way off right now. But once I start watching again, I'll start playing it on the Discord again, so you guys can watch it with me live and shit like that. Because if I got it, I'm gonna give it to you guys. You know how that works. Yeah, he kind of gave him that Canelo ass whipping, didn't he? For what I seen on the highlights, he was giving him that Canelo ass whipping. That's my version of a commercial. See if I can get some money back from StreamYard, because them motherfuckers got a lot of money off of my ass. Oh, let's see what you said. Drunk Irishman says Haney said Ryan is the last on his hit list. He said Ryan needs to build his stock back up, which is kind of funny. Even with the Rolly defeat, Ryan still outsells Haney. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. Really, Haney never really sold tickets. He didn't put asses in seats like that. And Carlos, you remember, I was never a Haney fan. In fact, I couldn't stand him because of the email belt bullshit. But of the two, I definitely thought that Haney was the better boxer. And in my opinion, Haney was doing things right. He was fighting the people he needed to fight. He gained respect. After he got the belt, he started gaining respect from me from each fight after he got the belt that he won. Now, granted, I do believe he lost to Loma. I was there for it. I still think he lost to Loma, but that was a great fight. In my opinion, that was the best version of Haney that I've seen. The version of Haney that was fighting against Ryan, I think he was just overwhelmed. Ryan was juiced up. Sorry, not sorry. Ryan cheated. He was juiced up, plain and simple. But that Haney that fought against Loma, that was the best version of Haney that I've seen. But of the two, it's Haney the one that's got to build his reputation back up, because honestly, he's fighting like a broken fighter. Unless you disagree with me, I think he's fighting like a broken fighter. He needs to vindicate himself by fighting Ryan again. Katie's looking forward to what fight were you looking at? Kambosos, right? Yeah, Katie actually wants to see the Kambosos fight. What's up, Puro? Oh yeah, for sure, Puro, for sure. Yeah. Kudo says facts, EJ. We saw it with our own eyes. Lomachenko got robbed. You know, the only reason, and here's my opinion on that, Kudo. The only reason I don't say that he got robbed is that Loma pulled back in the last round. He should not have pulled back in round 12. If he would have fought like he fought in rounds 10 and 11, that fight would have been his, in my honest opinion. But because he backed off in round 12, I think that's what made him that's what gave it to the judge. Although, in my opinion, that fight was lopsided towards Loma for sure. But he should have kept going just as hard in round 12 as he did in round 11 and 10. And I think that's what fucked him up, man, to be completely honest. You can't, especially in a championship fight, you can't just like take a breather. Not in the championship rounds, man. No fucking way, man. Did someone just knock on the door? Or this? Laughing emoji, skull emoji, crying emoji. What you trying to say, Poodle? You trying to tell me something, Poodle? I know, man. I know, brother. I know. Dude, we got to meet up again. We definitely got to meet up the next time I go to LA, bro. If at all possible, we should meet up, do dinner or something like that. Or go to that noodle place that everybody's bitching about, especially the coward fucking Dawn. Yeah, maybe Dawn would meet us at the noodle place. Maybe he'll be a man and meet up with somebody that he's talking shit about. Oh, wait a minute. That's asking a lot because he's a big fat woman. For sure. Pudo, that number that you gave me, that still works, right? Because I really don't try calling you unless I'm around. But yeah, I'll definitely hit you up next time I go to LA. I think I'm going to be in New York before I go to LA, though. LA will probably be late in the year, like around October or something like that. Unlike a lot of these cowards that talk a lot of shit online, I'm not afraid to meet people because I don't talk shit online. Unless it's somebody talking shit about me. Oh, you know better. You know better. I don't get bullied. I'm one of those people that can say I'm not afraid of an ass whipping, but are you? It's easy to talk shit online. It's easy to hide behind a computer screen. It's easy to text. It's not so easy to meet people face to face and talk that same shit. I love how tough people are when they hide behind the avatar. Don't you love that, Pudo? How tough people get when they hide behind an avatar? They some tough kickboxing motherfuckers. They some tough. I'm gonna throw you through a window, motherfuckers. But when you show up in their town and they don't show up, that speaks volumes, in my fucking honest opinion. I was told recently, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to share that. I'm not going to share that because it still might happen. If it does happen, then you guys will see it happen live, and then you'll see the truth. So I'll just stay quiet about some shit I heard. I'm not going to feed the beast. Fuck that noise. I don't feed trolls no more. My budget is I'm not allowed to feed the trolls. My budget doesn't allow it. But you do know you know what I can do to trolls? I can do this. That's the only thing a troll deserves. 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. Trolls and liars. And I know you guys heard me say this before, but I'm going to say it again. And I don't care if I'm repeating myself. But if you had to choose between living with a liar or living with a thief, always choose the thief, because you know the thief is going to steal from you. But the liar can get you killed. All right? And if you don't understand that, then go back to school. Again, you have to choose between living with a liar or living with a thief. Always choose the thief, because you know the thief will steal from you, but the liar can get you killed. Always remember that. Right? No, none of these, all these brave avatar motherfuckers, yeah. And here's the thing. I've never claimed to be a tough guy, because I'm not. I'm an old guy. I'm an old guy with his old ways, and I believe in honor, I believe in truth, and I definitely believe in justice. But I do not believe in Trump. Fuck that motherfucker. I'm not a Trump-Luddite. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I do believe in my Second Amendment rights, and I will utilize them to the best of my ability. And if you fuck around, I'll get another duck and I'll have my duck kick your ass. Oh, there it is. Look. See, I told you I still had that avatar. All right. I'm at 1 hour and 31 minutes. Here's what I'm going to do. If somebody wants to come up, be respectful. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome to come up and chit chat for a little while. There you go. If you're going to come up and troll, expect what you're going to get. Don't be surprised. I'm not going to sit up here and let people talk shit about my wife, my daughter, my family. You can talk all the shit you want about me. I don't give a fuck. But don't talk about Katie. Don't talk about Elizabeth. Don't talk about my family. If you want to come up here and talk some shit to me and talk shit about me, you're more than welcome to. But expect the shit talking back. Of course, you know I don't expect any of the cowards to come up here. Oh, wait, let me see. What other song did I have up here? Oh no, the only other song I got is my goodbye to. Yeah, I wrote that for Tulip when Tulip died. My poor little duck. Pluto, you should come up, man. Pluto, jump up here. Chat with me. Oh, wait, let me get this out. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let's see if you guys can guess what I got in my hands. Let's see. How you turn this motherfucker on? Did that sound like somebody else's toy? Oh, there he is. What's up, Pluto?
What up, PJ, you insubordinate cuck? You know I'm never gonna fucking resist that shit, bro. I'm fine. I'm never gonna let that go, bro. Oh, anyways.
Yes, I am insubordinate.
You are. You fucking.
I must have been paid a lot to be insubordinate, though.
Or not enough.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much, brother.
How you been, brother, man? I haven't talked to you in a minute, man.
I know, man. I haven't talked to you either. I've been good, bro. Just working. Daughter. That's it, pretty much. Talking shit on the internet.
Yeah. How's the family doing?
Good, good, good. Daughter's got like a week left of school. I'm doing the dad. I mean the man thing and changing the oil in the car right now. That's about it.
Your daughter's graduating from high school?
Nah, she's going to first grade.
Oh, first grade. Oh man, those are great years, man.
That one.
Those are great years, man. I remember I remember when my first daughter was going through the first grade and kindergarten and all that. Oh man, it was so much fun raising them.
Yep.
But then my boys got jealous because I was never tough on my daughter, man. I couldn't.
No,
you know,
I'm the opposite, man. I'm super hard on her. I mean, not hard on her, but you know, she knows that she knows she can't play with me.
Yeah, I put it this way. I treat Elizabeth the same way I treat my daughter. And it's like my daughter had me, Elizabeth, I call her my daughter. All right. And she couldn't be any more my daughter than my daughter is, you know? And basically, my daughters got me wrapped around their finger until I get mad. And then when I get mad, then I do a lot of yelling, right? But the worst, what was that, Elizabeth? You said, no, I don't. No, you see, look, she's so bold. She says, no, you don't. No, you don't.
Right? Hey, man, you know, that's how the women, you know, be, you know, they got to push back.
I tried being tough with Elizabeth last night, right? I really did. You know, and I was like, I raised my voice. I said, you can't be making me wait. He says, I'm sorry. But you know, I was busy, this, that, and the other. I said, and then I sat there and just took it. You know,
It is what it is, bro. You know, like, yeah, I mean, I'm firm with my daughter to where I need to be firm with, but you know, now we have fun, you know, it's just, it is what it is.
yeah. You know, like, I'm firm. Like, I try to give good advice, right? I really do. But I try to give advice from the man's perspective. You know, I try to tell her what's going on in the boy's mind, and I don't hold back, right? But, you know, I try to get Katie's perspective, like, what do I tell Elizabeth from a woman's point of view? You know, how can I get a message across from a woman's point of view? And I take other women's advice. Like, there's a few women online that I've met that I think that are strong, beautiful, independent-minded women that I'd like Elizabeth to learn from, right? And she's met them, and they adore her, right? And they think she's a strong-minded, young, strong-willed young lady. But it's like, I'm not too proud to admit, hey, I might have a problem here. What should I tell her? You know? And I'll ask a woman's advice. I got no problem asking advice, especially when it comes to talking to Elizabeth, you know?
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Yeah, for me, I got lucky because, well, lucky and unlucky because I remember, because I only have the one kid, the daughter. And I just said, like, I just want her to be healthy, and I hope she's nothing like me. I hope she's like my mom or my sister. But unfortunately,
Right.
she turned out like literally exactly like me, which is, you know, it's all right. Okay, whatever, you know.
Fucking nightmare.
God's infinite joke or whatever. But also, because I believe, you know, I don't know, I'm not a psychiatrist or whatever. She got my ADHD or whatever.
Right.
So, you know, it's like, you know, like she be getting into trouble in school, and then she like, you know, teachers like fucking, she annoys teachers or whatever, but I'm able to, because I went through it, I'm able to like kind of like understand what she's going through. So like literally it's like where everybody has like kind of trouble with her, like me, it's kind of like easy. I would say, I don't go call it easy, but it's like I get it. She gets it.
You get it. You understand her because you've gone through it.
Facts. Oh, 1 second, EJ.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. When I talk to Elizabeth, I try to tell her, you know, I try to give her grounded, universal advice. You know, I try to give her advice that's good for a lifetime, something that she can carry throughout the rest of her years, something that will help her out. You know, like one thing I told her about, especially about relationships, I try to tell her, you got to get rid of jealousy. You have to get rid of jealousy, because if you don't trust your partner, then you're never going to be able to communicate with them. So you give them all the trust, right, until they mess up. And usually when a person has bad intentions, if you give a person enough rope, they always hang themselves. And I tell this to Elizabeth all the time.
My fault, EJ.
It's the truth. If you give a person enough rope, they'll always hang themselves if they have bad intentions. And they usually tell you when they're lying. They don't realize it. They usually tell you when they're lying. They usually like blurt shit out that they shouldn't. And what you do with that information at the time can impact them adversely or in a positive way. So that's what I try to do with Elizabeth. I try to show her how to deal with certain situations, but you got to put the trust out there. Don't make a current boyfriend pay for what your last boyfriend did.
Right? Shit, like fucking trying to make her understand that shit. You know? 'Cause
Yeah,
it's like,
no,
that's
I
literally that's half the battle right there, bro.
Exactly.
You know? Like fucking trying to put a jacket on somebody else that, you know,
Yeah.
came jacketless.
You got to go in, you know, each relationship you got to start with a blank slate. But that's a hard thing to do,
Yeah,
especially
for
when
men
you
or women, bruh. For men or women.
Exactly. You know, so you know, I try to give her universal advice like that.
Cool.
But when it comes to intimate details, things that I'm not sure about, I'd rather not give bad advice. I'd rather not say anything unless I have something that's going to help.
Bruh.
Yes, exactly. And that's when I'll defer to Katie, because Katie has the woman's perspective.
Exactly, bruh. You know, like simple as that. Simple as. But thank the Lord, bruh. I'm like years away from that shit.
Oh, trust me, when they hit teenagehood, man, that's when the guns come out. You want to frisk the boyfriends, you know, like, all right. I've met a couple of the guys that Elizabeth has dated, right? And both times they seen me with a gun on me. You know?
Shit,
I do that.
I've held a gun once, bruh. Oh shit, but it's okay, man. I'll scare the motherfuckers.
But the thing is, I made sure they see I'm not playing. If something happens to this little girl, you're the first person I'm gonna go talk to.
Yeah. Factual facts, bruh.
What's up, Roland? How you doing? Jed Jetterson from Jedi. What the hell? Jettiscan? What the fuck? Oh, from Jettiscan. Okay, all right, I got you now. Fucking. Don't confuse me, Roland. What the fuck?
Factual facts.
But yeah, and here's the cool thing. She actually wants me to meet these guys.
Mm-hmm.
She respects my opinion and she wants me to meet them. And last night, because the kid brought her back late, you know, I was firm with him. I said, I'm not mad at you, but you got to be more responsible than that. You got
don't let that shit happen again, motherfucker.
You know, you give me a time, that's the time you fucking show up at. And then I was trying to be tough I was trying and failed miserably. I was trying to be tough on Elizabeth. What's this?
Yeah, you gotta find that happy medium, I guess. ¿Qué hubo, pinche? I called it too, bro. I knew that fucker was live, but yeah, man. Good for him.
We should get to it. And then we'll come back.
Say hi to Puro. Puro, this is Elizabeth.
Hi.
Hi, Elizabeth. How you doing? I'm Puro.
I'm good. How are you?
Real name is Alex, but yeah, they call me Puro over here.
Yeah, there you go. We call him Puro Sol.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, just hit me up. It's gonna have to be my card,
yeah,
not the other card. So
that's fine.
You know I trust you. So.
Yeah.
All right.
I just need your card number before I leave because I don't.
You know it. How many times I told it to you?
I don't know.
Well, Katie will give it to you when you go.
Okay.
All right. She's gonna go spend the night at her friend's house. And she wants to get some snacks.
Snacks. Cool. Snacks are always good.
Pigeon. Wait, Pigeon's here? Oh, is Roland Pigeon?
Pinche thinks it's Pigeon. I don't know if that's Pigeon or not, to be honest. Probably is. What up, Pigeon?
Well, if it is Pigeon, what's up, Pigeon? I don't got no beef with Pigeon.
Nah, Pigeon's the homie, man. He's funny as fuck.
How can you really have beef with anyone online? It's not like they're going to meet you. I've already.
Everybody loves Pigeon, bro. It's funny as fuck. You're like a master troll and shit. Puro, can you
Oh.
please check Electro Clown saying Resende is a D-class boxer? Hey, Electro Clown, he's not a D-class boxer. He proved that shit against Plant.
Dude, I just said, man, I saw the highlights. I was fucking shocked.
Yeah, no, he improved with the Manny Robles and shit. Now he looked.
Yeah,
he looked
man.
good.
I was shocked because I had Resendez as like a C or D level class fighter. He wasn't. He did not look like that fighting against Plant. And what the fuck happened to Plant?
None, man. He got beat, bro. At the end of the day, bro, Plant's not like what they peg him out to be either. But I mean, he's not a horrible fighter.
No, but I thought
I still favored him to win, like slightly, but I did have Resendez as a live dog. I just didn't think he was gonna do him like that because, like, fuck, bro, his defense was on point. Not a scratch on him. Hey Jed, I'm gonna have to leave you because my sister, she's working from home today. She's got a meeting at 3:30, so I gotta go take care of the daughter right quick.
no problem, brother. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate you coming up and showing support and stuff.
Anytime, bro. You know how it is. All right, then, bro.
I know exactly, brother. But thank
Later.
you for coming up here, man. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Anytime. Peace.
See what's Pinche saying Pudo. Oh yeah. Pudo already read that. I know Pinche. I've seen him fight before. This is how come I said. That's how come I was saying. I had him pegged as a C or D level fighter. I mean, he's not going to go in there to intentionally lose, but I did not expect what I saw. Okay, hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Let me put up a screen real quick. I'll loop this. All right.
Boo! Boo! You suck, Jed. We hate you. Boo! We want Katie. We want Katie. Boo!
Prime, are you ever going to stop doing that? No, and he leaves. No, apparently not. Everybody, that was E Prime, the troll from iBlog, Blog TV, and Stickin. But you know what I do got? I got a recording of him singing. What was the song from Frozen again? Let me play it. If he doesn't come back up here in 2 minutes, I'm going to play the song. So, Prime, if you come up here, I won't play the song. If you come up here. But if you don't come up here, I'm going to have to play the song. We don't want to deny people the gift of you singing Let It Go.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. What do you want? What do you want?
So are you ever going to stop saying, boo, we want Katie?
Boo! We want Katie. Boo!
Yo, what's up, Kid Blood? How you doing, brother? It's good to see you there. Hey, now. It's good to see you, Kid Blood. I seen your video the other day. You saw my comment, right? I threw a comment up there, man. Where you been, man? So these guys that are coming up here are from the Stickam and Blog TV days, and Kid Blood, like me, is one of the original YouTubers. That motherfucker's been on YouTube as long as I have. Maybe a few months longer. Kid Blood, were you on YouTube 2006? Because I've been on YouTube since 2006. 2007 is when my first video went up. Oh yeah, you live in Maine for the summer, man. Yeah. Is it cool up there in the summers, or is it cold? Yeah, I seen that. I just live in New Mexico all year round, but I do plan on depending on all right. This all depends on monetary factors. If I can start groundbreaking on my bunker, then I'll do that. But if I can't afford the bunker at all, then I am going to get another piece of property up on the up in the mountains. Yo, what's up, Star Wars Dad? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. See, so you have been on as long as I have. My first video didn't go up until 2007, though. But I've been on YouTube since 2006. Yeah, if you want to come up, John, you're more than welcome to. We're just talking. We're staying away from negativity. We're just talking about raising my daughter, talking about Elizabeth, talking about how to deal with children, and just positivity. That's it. Trying to keep it positive. Yes, I actually fired up the stream and see if I could do this. Have you heard from Tony Boswell at all? Has anyone heard from Tony? You believe in Joe Hendry? Hey, Kid Blood, I was going to ask you a question. Remember the video of when what's his name got swatted? Oh, hold on a second. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
What's up?
I'm hoping that you're really, really gassy today, so I don't have to smell it. So you can enjoy that gas, that gaseous, repulsive smell.
Dude, anytime I eat hot peppers, that's what happens, man.
Right side of the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Elizabeth was asking me for something.
It's all right.
Yeah, real man. Yeah, there's two interesting things happened to this same person. All right, and both videos went viral. Real man was one of those, one of the first few. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kid Blood. Real man was one of the first few to get swatted on his property. Right, right. That's one. Right, and then there's another video of a snake while he was live on the stream. A big ass, huge snake came into his house through the window, and he didn't believe them. Well, when was that, Kid Blood? Remember the snake video? All right, give me a second. I'm going to mute my mic for 1 second.
Dude, I don't know anything about a snake video, so.
We'll be right back.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. Elizabeth needed something from me, so I just had to go give it to her. Oh, here, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Take this if you need it. It's not much, but just in case. You don't need, yeah, just because you don't need that much, and you can just use that.
All right, I'll be back to give it back to you.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, no, I was asking. Yeah, Kid Blood over the window. When was that? Because I know that video went viral. What was that name? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So anyway, this guy, his name is Real Man John, right? And he used to stream on Vaughn Live, and I think he went over to iBlog too, and he was on Blog TV, and I think he was on Stickam, and he was swatted once, and then the snake video that was crazy. Some big ass snake was
Hey,
coming.
I got to answer someone real quick. El Pincho or whatever his name is.
El Pinche.
Yeah. He asked where Brian Harkin is, right? Brian and I, we talk every 2 or 3 days. Brian right now has pretty much quit YouTube. He disappeared from YouTube because of all the stupidity that was happening on YouTube, which I can't blame him. I really can't. He's still one of my brothers. He has been to my house like 3 or 4 times. He will always be a brother. He is a family member. We welcome him just like he was literally my blood brother, just like Jed. Jed's been to my house, and my wife thinks of him just like Ken. My wife actually commented on how pretty Katie was. So I mean, there's a lot of respect from all of us that have actually done things together. So
Yeah, and that's how Katie feels. Katie, listen, you can make friends on YouTube and be friends and stuff, but this is well beyond YouTube. We are lifelong friends. We are going to be friends forever. We made lifelong memories. Brian is part of that. Brian is a brother. I consider LT a brother. As much as John tried to kill me with his noxious gases that come out of his ass, I still consider John a brother.
well, I gotta say, I want to put it out there because I have not been on a panel. I've been listening from the bushes with everything that's been going on for the past 9 months, right? And I want to tell everybody and anybody and whatever, right? The cruise that we took, I don't care what anyone says, people are trying to make it into something dirty and nasty that we experienced together. It was as far removed from being dirty and nasty as possible. We had a great time. I mean, we ate amazing food. Hell, we went to trivia contest. Hell, I won $13,000 in the damn casino. Yeah, I'll be the first one, Mick, guys. I'm a drinker. I get on the damn cruise and I drink like a damn fish. But we had such an amazing time together. But yes, I am the prankster and I prank the shit out of everyone.
Yes, you do. And yes, he did. Yeah, I think me and Katie were his first victims with the goddamn upside down pineapple thing. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna get into that because we're keeping it positive, El Pinche. I'm pretty sure you understand. But that's their problem. That's their problem. You know what? We had a tremendously good time. We enjoyed each other's company. There was no sexcapades happening. There was no gay shit happening. There was no swinger shit happening. What it was 4-5 people enjoying each other's company, enjoying good food, enjoying the cruise, enjoying the islands that we went to where we had tremendously good food. It was just basically a vacation that was successful. That's what it was. Kid Blood
I'm-
says, hey, Katie.
And I will say this much. Tony Boswell was supposed to come with us, guys. And Tony's not on here. I cannot speak for Tony. If y'all want to hear Tony's story, you know, you'll actually have to hit Tony up. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, Tony Boswell, I love this man, right? I really do. The two of us are two peas in a pod. We love to hunt. We love to fish. You know, we love our guns, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we really do. We love our damn guns. And Jed's starting to get his collection, but you know, I'm never going to show mine online, but I will just say this much. I'm, you know, retired military, so y'all just imagine, you know, what I have at the house, and I love to shoot. It's you know, owning weapons, you got to be responsible. You got to be extremely responsible with the weapons that you have. Because I've got a 17-year-old son, right? And my weapons stay locked up. He will never be able to get to my damn weapons ever, right? But I mean, if you're going to own them, you got to be responsible about it.
Yeah, most definitely. I try to be as responsible as possible. Like, I don't have a gun safe yet, but what I do is I keep all my weapons by me in the room, and they're locked up in a bag. The only weapon that's not locked up is the pistol, because it's easy accessible. Just because I live out here in the Wild West, so you got to have something ready to go. But as far as I can't wait to go hunting with these guys. I really can't wait. I mean, I plan on going down south, visiting John and visiting OG Boogie, and I plan on doing some fishing. Let's see what happens. I plan on doing another cruise. I really do. I want to go on another cruise. And Kid Blood, the cruise was fun as fuck. It wasn't lame. Shut up.
Well, I'll say this much. As much fun as we had on this cruise, right? I mean, we had the time of our life, right? I had taken Brian Harkin on a cruise, you know, before this one, and then he came on the one with us, right? And there's nothing dirty or nasty about it. It's people having fun, right? I mean, and something I promised Brian, you know, and because I'm not going to speak for Brian, but I can say this. Brian asked me, hey, do not pressure me to drink. I don't want to drink anymore, right? So I told him, I will not say a word to you about drinking, right? And except for when we got on the ship, you know, Brian was like, hey, we can do a shot of tequila. All of us do a round together. I'm like, great, right? So we all get together, we do a round together. But that's all he wants to do. And I'm like, that's cool, man. You do you, I'll do me, and everybody just have the fun that you're doing. Because like me, I'm a gambler. I love to gamble, right? I mean, the casino on my ship after, you know, 11 o'clock at night is my best friend. I love the energy that comes from it, especially, you know, if you're winning. I mean, but you know, I live in paradise. I'm here in Florida, and I can't wait to get Jed and Katie back down here. I mean, they saw the beach, you know, when they had come here, but unfortunately it was during a hurricane. So I welcome them to come when it's like this and it's actually beautiful outside.
Oh yeah. I mean, I tell you what, despite the hurricane, I had a great time down there. In actuality, the hurricane made it interesting, made the drive interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
I see what Florida goes through when they get hit that way, and I saw the best and the worst that Florida goes through with what happens during the hurricane. I'm
Well,
gonna
hell,
say
look at
this.
our drive there, man. Look at all the side roads we had to take.
Yes, I remember. I remember that, man. And I tell you what, guys, you couldn't have had a better time. You couldn't have had a better time with better folks. The trip was fun. The cruise was fun. Meeting Brian, LT, and especially John was tremendously great, except for the farting, because John was very gassy. John farted, and dude, I had to drive around in rainy weather. I had to drive around with my windows open because John was in the back seat just letting loose, and we had to have the windows open, so it was raining in the car as much as it was outside. Because I was not going to leave the windows closed with that stink going on in the car.
Dude,
But
as far as my farts go, the thing that cracked me up the most was when we went and ate at the fish house, right? And right after, coming back, I just cut one, right? And the damn cab driver was like, dude, what the fuck? Right? I mean, it hit him right in his face, like, pow, right? And you just looked at him and you were like, oh, that's just John.
yeah, let me answer this question. Hold on a second. All right, the Watcher. Now, I know this is that Star Wars dad, but I'm going to answer. Who leaked LT's pictures? I thought the cruise was confidentiality. How can someone that is interested
You're
in
good.
joining
You're
the
good.
next cruise be assured it
You're
will be
okay.
private? All right, listen.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I know you.
I know you too. Or do I know you?
I don't know. I couldn't figure it out.
I know
What's
you
your
too.
name?
John?
You
He's
give
talking
me
to
the
someone.
number.
I don't know.
I don't know. I found a piece of paper in my car that said John.
Probably not, but
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, all I know is that I know you.
it's
I've
all right.
seen you.
We'll talk in a few.
All right.
Sorry, I'm
But
having.
it's okay. It's okay. Let me. But I want to answer this. All right.
All right.
That was an accident. All right. That was an accident. It wasn't intentionally done. Number one. All right. To all parties involved, the person that first of all, LT knows how the photos got leaked, and the second it got leaked, it was taken down. I don't care what kind of bullshit people spew, but the second the photos got leaked, it got taken down. But because it's the internet, once it's up there for fucking ever.
Well, let me explain what happened because I've heard a lot of stories, right? And while we were on the boat, all right, I was the only person that had internet, period, when we first got on the boat. All right.
Yep.
It was like the second day that we were on the ship, and I woke up one morning and I had a text from someone saying, hey, whatever you do, don't hit me back up now. We're done. Right. And I was like, okay, fine. Right. I had my phone set up to receive everything through Wi-Fi. Well, that night, Brian Harkin and I, we had gone to the piano bar, right? And we were, like I said, I was the only person that had internet on my phone. And he wanted to reach out to a few people through my phone. I do not have an Instagram account. I don't have Facebook. I don't have, any social media, except for a Twitter account, which I just use to, talk to a few people through. But we downloaded I think it was Instagram for him, right? And he was talking to a few people through Instagram and WhatsApp, right? So we could talk to his family. And we found out that there was someone that was just crying her eyes out, right? I don't need to say who, how, what, but Brian went off, right? And needless to say, he reached out to this individual and made quite a few comments through my phone, right? So whoever's been saying that it was me all along, it wasn't me. It was actually Brian Harkin, but that's all I'm going to say because Brian's not here to talk about everything himself. I'm not going to drop anything on Brian because he's not here to talk for himself. And Brian, wherever you're at, you know, I wish you were on the stream. We miss you, buddy. And to answer that question, was Brian Harkin cock blocking everyone? No.
No.
LT actually got cock blocked by me. And not anything I did intentionally, but I had put an upside down pineapple on their door. And I don't need to tell the story, but needless to say, it just kept him from probably a bad decision. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I can see that. But here's the thing. The second I told Brian about LT and not wanting to be up there, Brian took down the photos, but copies were already made. Now here's what I don't get. Why pick on somebody because of something that they got wrong with them? Why exaggerate something that's not true? You know, I just don't understand it. Here we're just people trying to have fun, and they make a mountain out of a freaking molehill. And as far as why am I getting attacked, I don't care because he doesn't matter. El Pinche, that's the truth. I don't care what he says. I already know that everything that's going to come out of that individual's mouth is going to be a lie.
Yeah.
I already know that everything that he's tried to prove, he hasn't proved. Everything that I proved, and with either his own words or with my own receipts.
Yeah, and I'll answer the question to the watcher. Who leaked LT's pictures, right? Brian Harkin did by accident. And when I say by accident, I mean by accident. We had cruise pictures that Brian was posting, and he forgot to blur out LT's face. The only pictures that I haven't posted any pictures since we got off the cruise to the internet. I've sent some to Jed, you know, behind the scenes, you know, so that, you know, we've got some amazing photos. I mean, we really do, especially a formal night, right? But I myself, you know, I haven't been on a panel. I haven't talked to anyone online. Since we got back from the cruise, all I've worried about is my job and my son. I've got a son that is he's epileptic, and he's also on the spectrum. So that's all I've worried about since we've gotten back. That's been my primary concern, just taking care of my businesses. I've got multiple businesses, and I've got a job, and that's
okay. All right.
Bye, me.
All right. All right, hold on. Elizabeth is leaving. Let me say goodbye. But you be safe.
Yeah.
I expect calls regularly.
She has to go and change into her bathing suit first.
Uh-huh.
So I'll text you when we get to her grandma's. And
All
I'll
right.
text you when we're leaving.
All right. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
and as drunk Irishman, I got to tell you, man, as far as Alonzo, I'll be honest, buddy. I have no idea who Alonzo is. All this stuff that's been going on, you know, I really don't want a part of. I don't want to get doxxed. I don't want, someone calling my businesses or calling my work or, anything like that. I've just been out of the scene.
Yeah, well, but just to let me get back on it. How bored does a person have to be? All right. I want this. I want to get out there. How bored does a person have to be? All right, to pick on somebody that might have a skin condition or something like that. For them to focus in on somebody's skin condition, or somebody might have some sort of health problem, and they're going to focus in on that and make all kinds of jokes and fun about it and insult the person because of it. How bored do you got to be to do that? That's when you got to. Hold on a second, John. Hold on a second, John. I don't understand a lot of this shit that's been going on. A lot of the grief that LT's been going through with this bullshit. A lot of the bullshit that Brian's been going through. It's because people are fucking bored. People are bored, and they're not happy with their lives, and they want to make sure that other people are about as miserable as them. That's not what
I will say this much, man. There are keyboard warriors everywhere, right? That will say anything and everything because they are sitting behind a screen and they've got nothing better to do. And when I say nothing better to do, I mean nothing better to do, right? I'll tell anybody and everybody this. If you're working, it doesn't matter what the hell you're doing for a job, you're making a difference. You're out there, you're working, right? If you got a medical condition, who gives a shit, right? Don't we all have some form of illness that bothers us, right? I know myself, I've got lupus, right? And when my lupus flares, I'll be laying in bed for the next 4 days. I mean, people, we need some positivity between people. I mean, this fighting that I've seen online between people, I don't understand it. I really, truly do not understand it whatsoever. It's gross to me. And, even the guy out there that did not show up for the cruise, right? I have nothing bad to say about the guy whatsoever. And I hope he's doing fine, right? I really do. I hope he's doing fine. And I don't know. I think people need to come together instead of all the shit that I've heard in the past month or so.
I agree. Yeah, I feel the same way. I really do. I feel the same way. And, here's the thing. I've seen pictures of my legs because I have medical conditions. I suffer from deep vein thrombosis, and I have, one leg is so swollen back. I got a thing called what the fuck is it called where one leg is swollen real bad? Babe, do you remember what they call it? No, not just the DVT. Anyway, I got a leg that swells up real bad. I got poor circulation.
Yeah.
I see people like, blowing up the video or blowing up the pictures showing my legs and stuff like that. People are talking about that fucking LT is shorter than me. LT is not shorter than me. LT is taller than me by a half inch. All right. I was wearing shoes. When I was wearing dress shoes and he was wearing dress shoes, my dress shoes had a little bit of a heel on. Not pumps, not high heel shoes, motherfuckers. But I had a little bit of a heel, a little more of a heel on my dress shoes than than LT had on his. So it made me look a little taller than him. But he's actually taller than me. I'm 5'5.5". So LT is 5'6". I don't know why people give him shit about that. All right, I don't get it.
Well, I'm gonna dude, something I'm going to do is go ahead and put this out there because I've heard it God knows how many times from people. Hey, I paid for EJ's cruise for him and his wife, right? And if anybody has a problem with it, come speak to me, right? Because I did something for a friend, right? To give them an opportunity to do something that they wouldn't ever be able to do on their own, right? And if anybody has a problem with that, you know, I'm sorry because, you know, I look at it like this. If I've got the means, I'm going to help someone out. And that's exactly what I did. There was nothing nasty, nothing going on with Katie and I, nothing going on with Jed and I. I helped out a friend, right? So, like I said, if anyone's got a problem with it, come see me. That's all I can say. And would I do it again? You're damn right I would do it again. I mean, I wish everybody could have experienced what we experienced on this cruise, right? So, if there's trolls out there and they're hating because I did it, I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about it whatsoever.
And one of the reasons, just so I was asked by John, I was asked not to let anyone know who was paying for the cruise, and I respected that up until after the cruise was done, and then we let it out, be known what happened, right? But you know, John didn't want people, you know, hitting him up. Oh, could you pay for my cruise? Can you pay for me? Can you pay for, you know, because that's not how it works. And the thing is, it took some convincing for me to go because I don't like handouts. But according to other people, I'm an e-beggar and I'm always trying to get money off of the internet. But this is far from the truth. You know, right now, this is the first time in months that I actually have that ticker going across the bottom. All right. And today was the first day that I ever put out that I actually have gear that I sell. What's up? Hey, what's up, Chad? How you doing? Today was the first day that I ever showed that I actually sell gear on my YouTube channel. I have t-shirts and hoodies that I sell on, but I don't pimp it out. But I supposedly am e-begging. What the fuck ever. Stop hating. Stop hating life. Get the hate out of your heart. All right? Fucking find something useful to do. Find a reason to be happy. Stop being miserable. Just stop being miserable. And stop spreading your misery around. It's that simple. Right? We 4 guys and 1 woman, we had a fucking great time. There was no negativity. There was no sexual escapades. It was 5 people just having a good time on a goddamn cruise. Why does it have to be taken for anything more than that? You know, it would have been 1 extra person, actually 2 extra people. You know, if people would have just been there to have fun instead of being selfish. I wish that Tony would have been able to go.
I really wish Tony would have came. And I'm not, like I said, Tony's not on here. I am not about to elaborate. Tony can tell his own story when Tony's ready, right? That's up to Tony if he ever wants to come out and, you know, make it public. That's up to him. I'm not about to betray anyone's trust. And as far as anyone knows, I've seen a lot of stories on LT, even on the cruise. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, LT had a blast. And no matter the shit talk that I've seen on this cruise, Brian went above and beyond for LT. When we hit our last port of call, right, Brian actually bought LT this surfing simulation, right? You remember that, Jed? LT, his face was lit up, right? He was having a blast doing this surf simulation, right? And Brian and I, we were over in the corner just laughing our ass off, right? Because I mean, he kept face planting, you know, every time he tried to get on the board. But my God, did he ever have fun? I mean, he really did. He had so much fun. And, you know, you know, Jed, you're on a lot more than I on, you know, these channels a lot more than I am. I don't know the shit people are talking about LT, but I'll tell you this much. It was a pleasure to have. It really was. It was a true to God pleasure, and LT will always be a brother to me. I mean, now I will say this much. That son of a bitch kept stealing my drinks, right? So LT, if you're out there and you're listening, all right, buddy, I got you for that. You kept stealing my drinks, all right? But I did. I had a blast with you. And we had an amazing time. And he had actually, I don't know what happened. He went to put my window down in my Mercedes, right? And the window just fell. When I got to the cruise port, my window wouldn't go up. I had to drive home and it was raining and the window in the Mercedes wouldn't come up. I mean, I was like, son of a bitch. But I got home and it was the actuator. You know, I just had to replace the motor, you know, for the window. But at that time, I was like, LT, what the fuck did you do? Right. But I mean, dude, LT, if you're out there, like I said, you're a brother, man. And I hope to see you soon too.
And let me answer a question here. And here's the question. You said, where is it? Let me find the question. All right. No one betrayed LT. A mistake happened. It was rectified. I tell you who is betraying LT. The people that keep bringing shit up, lying about shit, putting photos up, all right, putting doctored photos up. That's who's betraying LT. All right. On the cruise, what a mistake happened. You know, the mistake was rectified. But unfortunately, once something goes up on the internet, it's there for fucking ever. All right. And then people with malintentions and that are miserable with their lives, they're going to run with it and doctor it up and make it look a certain way. That's who's betraying LT. But no one from the cruise betrayed LT, and not intentionally. A mistake was made, like I said, but it was rectified right away. Nobody on the cruise has a bad thing to say about LT. That, to me, he's a brother. He treated my wife with the utmost respect, you know, and I consider him a brother. It's that simple. People like fucking putting their own narratives in it. Well, that shit don't fucking fly here. All right. And Springwater, come on, stop. Just stop. Because you're going to make me block you. And if I block you, it's going to be permanent. Just stop. All right. Right now, that all that is doing right now, you're trying to stir the fucking pot. Stop it. You know, this stream is not about that. This is a positive stream. And I ain't bringing up certain names because they don't deserve my time. They don't deserve my effort. They don't deserve anything. Not from this town. Not from this side of town. They can go somewhere else and collect whatever the fuck they want. But from here, you get no attention. That being said, you know, you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. The cruise was a fun cruise. There was no sexcapades, none of that bullshit, all that crap you're hearing. Whatever you're hearing, now this is the truth. It was just a bunch of guys, my wife, we were all having fun. And no, my wife wasn't being passed around. Right? That's pretty low when you got to say some bullshit like that.
Well, I'll even say it, you know, if people wonder even about me, Jed, because All right. If anyone wants to know, my wife, because of her job, we have to take vacations at different times of the year. She can only take vacation from A to C because of what she does, right? And me, I have to take vacation at A through C at this time of year, right? And so, but
Oh my God! Look at what Melzer wrote. That's Melissa, by the way. Why can't we be friends? Let's talk about Jed almost getting stuck in the water slide on the cruise.
Jed did get stuck in the water slide. It's not a matter of fact of possibly getting stuck. Jed did get stuck in the water slide.
Oh God, Melzer, why? Melzer, I love you. Why you gonna do that? Why?
And I actually had to go down after Jed, and I went flying down, right? My feet hit his head, which dislodged him, and he went flying down the water slide. So, yeah.
Oh my God, that's fucked up. But no, it was a great time, and I plan on doing it again. I can't afford it this year, but I am going to do it again because it was that much fun. And I can't, and I hope we get more people to go. I really do. I hope we get more people to go, and we're going to share. Next time, I'm definitely getting internet for the whole cruise because I'm going to go live every day.
Yeah, I remember us taking over your channel and having fun doing it.
Oh yeah, they hijacked my channel, man. God damn it. I was like, what are you guys doing? And they're over there streaming on my channel off of my goddamn StreamYard.
Well, hell, we were having fun doing it, though. I mean, we really were. And we were just sitting there up there on the smoking deck, right? And everything was like so perfect at the time. We had just eaten and the sun was coming down, and you couldn't ask for a better environment. I mean, everything was quiet, and it was the perfect time to go live because I mean it was just that chill, relaxed time. And I wish y'all could see it when you look out on the water and it looks like the clouds are actually touching the water, right? And it's the most amazing thing when the sun is shining right behind it. And if you look 2 miles out, you see whales, just breaking the surface of the water. It's the most amazing thing that you can ever experience.
I thought you were gonna say you see Jed breaking the surface of the water, but no, okay, you said whales. Okay, cool.
Yeah, whales.
But yeah, Katie had a blast when we went to Nassau, and we went to that one restaurant. Man, everybody left there fucking just full. We just left that restaurant totally full, and I, for the first time in my life, actually enjoyed calamari cooked right, fresh calamari and conch.
Yeah, I was about to say you and the conch, right?
Yeah.
And I had. I remember telling you so much about conch before, we went on the cruise, how good it is, right? And then for you to get what I call that fresh conch salad, right?
Yeah, the ceviche style.
Yeah, where they actually take a live conch, they pull it out of the shell, and they mince it right there in front of you, and they put, the lemon juice, cilantro, and everything else in it. I mean, it was absolutely outstanding. I mean, and then I had ordered the big, huge seafood platter for everyone, right? I mean, I was passing seafood out to everyone, but you got to admit, that's the best calamari I've ever had in my entire life.
Dude, that's the only calamari I ever tasted that tasted good, because every time I tried calamari before that, and actually Melza was with me every other time I've tried calamari, and it was like, for me, it was like chewing on shoe leather or rubber bands. But that calamari that I had that day, that was flavorful, It was crunchy. It just tasted good. Now I said, damn, now I can understand why people like it. But yeah, man, you know, all the negative stories you guys have been hitting, if it's negative, it's not true. Oh, let's see. Melissa says here, she said, yeah, he's being over dramatic about that. We've been to an Italian restaurant and he loved. Nah, bullshit. I did not love that calamari. I bitched about it. You know I did.
Yes, yes, you did. Now, see, I'll be the first one to admit, guys, we go on a cruise. I'm a drinker. I love to drink once we are on that ship. I mean, but did I ever act stupid, Jed?
No. You were, dude, you were a prankster. You were drunk a lot.
Yeah.
You were in the casino most of the time. If I wanted to find you, all I had to do was go to the casino. I would find you there. But yeah, and you always had a drink or bitching about a drink that's missing.
Yeah. Yeah, I was bitching a lot about a drink that was missing, because it's funny because there's a bar right outside the casino itself, right? And you cannot smoke at the casino bar. I'm a smoker, guys. And so I would leave my drink there with Brian, all right? And you can smoke in the casino, which is like right next to the bar, right? So I'd go have a cigarette in the casino and I'd come back and my drink be gone. And I'd look at Brian like, what the fuck happened to my drink? I just ordered it, right? He's like, LT came by and snatched it and he's gone. I'm like, son of a bitch.
I didn't drink on the cruise, but the day that we stayed in the hotel, that day I did some drinking. I was buying some drinks, and I bought a table, some wings and stuff like that for us to eat. I invited a lady or two to join us. Yes, Katie was with us, and no, I wasn't trying to get an extra date. I was trying to hook Brian up though. I really was. So I was trying to be Brian's wingman, and Brian politely declined, and LT took over. And LT, he was doing pretty good. He was talking with the girl, and they seemed to hit it off pretty good. I'm not too sure what happened after that, but yeah. I did some drinking. They saw how I could. Star Wars Dad finally got a chance to see how I actually drink, and I can throw him back. Katie remembers before I quit drinking, I used to drink, but since I said I was going to have fun on the cruise, and I said I was going to have a drink with the guys, I told I paid for a few drinks, right, John?
Exactly. But we had such a good time in that bar, though. I mean, we really did. I mean, we had such a good time. But what I think's funny is everybody was fucked up, right? I mean, everyone was fucked up. And come 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm the one jumping out of bed and I'm kicking everyone like, get the fuck up. We got to get ready. Get the fuck up. And Jed's like, right? I mean, Jed is not a morning person. Him and Katie are not morning people at all. But I'm like, we got a 10 o'clock check-in time on this fucking ship. Everyone get your ass up, right? And then we went and ate breakfast, in the hotel. Oh my God, that breakfast is amazing. Was it not?
Katie had to correct you. Katie just corrected you. She said, nah, she said, correction. She's the morning person. She was just waiting for me.
Oh, okay. But that breakfast was amazing, right? And then we get on the ship, right? And, I'm a platinum member, so I get aboard before everyone else does, right? And I told everyone, meet me up, on the pool deck, right? And everyone's already got their phones turned off. So I'm sitting there waiting on everyone, like, where the fuck is everyone, right? And Brian, of course, Brian doesn't have, any phone service because he's from Ireland, and LT's got his phone, and LT's not checking his phone. I'm blowing his phone up, like, where the fuck are you guys, right? And then we finally eat, and everyone gets introduced to, Guy's Burgers. Oh my God. Jed, is Guy's Burgers not the bomb?
Yeah, you're gonna hear the guy. Listen, guys. All right, he loves Guy's Burgers. He really does. All right, I wasn't that enthusiastic about Guy's Burgers. This is a good burger. Hold on a second. Something's going on with the stream. Give me a second. I want to make sure what's going on. Yeah, everything's coming through. Star Wars Dad is a Guy's Burgers fan. All right, and he loves Guy's Burgers. On the other hand, I judge a meal on an individual basis, and I wasn't a big fan of it, but it was filling. It was tasty. Did I eat one or two of those burgers, Dave? Yeah, I ate two of the burgers, so I can understand why John thinks that I love the burgers. It was all right. It was better than McDonald's, but not as good as. Hey, what's up, D? It was not as good as like I tried In-N-Out. In-N-Out I thought was better in California, but yeah, John, you're gonna find out he's a Guy's Burgers fan. Sarge, come here. Hold on a second, Sarge. Give me a second, John. Can you hold it down? I gotta get my dog in control.
Yeah, I got you, buddy. I got you. But while Jed's gone, guys, I just got to say, I'm glad to see no negativity that's actually going on in the chat right now. It's been a while since I've actually been here, guys. I've been taking care of business the way that business should be taken care of. And I'm glad to see, a lot of these faces that names that I haven't seen in a long time. And I'm hoping that, on the next cruise that, a lot of you will actually come with us. Because I mean, we've had a blast, and I don't know, I've heard so much bullshit from the damn cruise that we went on, and why I just don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how something that could have been wonderful got turned into something that was nasty, and we were doing these weird things, and I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. But I just think people have nothing better to do than to sit behind the damn keyboard and make up lies and just run their mouth. I mean, and I feel sorry for those people. I really do. I truly feel sorry for those people because they must be living a very, very little life if that's all they can do. I know myself, I've got too much to worry about. I've got a job, I got businesses, I've got my family to worry about, and I'm very, very happy with it. I mean, I really am. I'm happy with it. And, I don't care, who talks shit on me on the damn internet, anyone can talk shit about me. I just don't care because the only time I ever come on here is to have fun. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I don't take YouTube seriously. I'm not worried about, the trolls out there. I'm not worried about, who's saying, one thing or another. But all I can say is here I am right now. I mean, here I am, and we had a great time. And I will always consider Jed a friend. I really will. I will always consider Jed, Brian Harkin, LT and, Katie and Tony Boswell, really good friends, extremely good friends. And if people have problems with that, I just don't care. That's where I'm at. I just don't care. So, I don't even know who might be on right now, but who might be interested in going on the next one? Anyone out there?
Yeah. I'm back. Yeah. When we get like when me and Katie are more stable and stuff like that, and we have a little more money saved, we're definitely gonna go on another one. Like I said, I got a lot planned this year because I got, not only am I going back down there to see you and OG and a couple other people, my sister included, because she lives in Orlando. I have to go up to New York this year, and then I also have to go to California. So all that in this year. So this is one of the reasons why I'm not going to be able to go on a trip this year on a cruise. But maybe next year. I'm looking forward to the next cruise, and hopefully more people will join us, and they'll see. All right, it was not what the jealous people are talking about. Like right now, I wouldn't be surprised if there are other channels just focusing in on the negativity. This is not what I'm about. You notice I don't talk about the shit. I'm trying to keep it clean, trying to keep it fucking positive, because I got caught up in it for a while. Star Wars Dad. I was letting it affect my life. It was actually affecting my marriage.
Well,
and
like I said,
I can't let that happen.
When we got back, I just let everything go. I mean, everything. All the drama, all the stupidity, I just let everything go. Right? I looked at things like, everyone can talk as much shit as everyone wants to talk about, right? Because I'm like, I've got too much to worry about now that we're back home, right? My son wasn't doing well, and when my business was going down, which you and I've talked about, and I just had way too much to actually worry about, other than what I call stupid YouTube drama, right? I mean, I could get on YouTube all day and beat my chest, right? And fuck you, fuck this, fuck, you said this about me, you said that about me. Who gives a shit? That's all I gotta say is, who actually gives a shit, right? I mean, unless you've got, 100 to 200,000 followers behind you, you ain't doing shit on YouTube, right? I mean, and I remember the days when this used to be fun, right? When we used to come on and actually just have fun. And I miss those days, right? But it's not fun from what I've seen now, man. People are doxing people. People are, calling people's works and trying to get them fired. People are, doing all sorts of shit against each other, man. And because it's not one person, it's a whole group of people that are just warring against each other. And I'm like, it's got to stop somewhere, don't it?
It needs to stop. The only thing is, here's the problem, John. When people feed into it and they're entertained by it, and it slows down, then people start making shit up to get the fire kindling, to get it to go back into a roaring flame. And that's the problem. Is the bored people out there, they get the shit stirred all over again, and they just won't stop. Because of their sad, pathetic individual life that they're unhappy with. Well, you know what? I'm not letting it affect me that way. Like I said before, this was starting to affect my marriage in a negative way.
Right.
Because I was angry all the time about all the bullshit that I've been hearing on here. and I let and poor Katie, you know, is listening to me going off for no reason. And then I finally took the proper advice, the advice you gave me, the advice, you know, mutual friends of ours gave me. Just stop paying attention to it. So, and I did.
Right.
You know, and then other people start up. And look, I don't care what your issue is with other people. I'm gonna be friends with who I'm gonna be friends with. Who I'm friends with is my fucking business, not yours. And I'm gonna say, let me say this as clear as possible. All right, so people can understand. All right, if someone did a crime and they did time for the crime, their debt is fucking paid. They paid their legal debt. It's paid in full. Stop asking me if I'm okay with this person or that person. It's not. Don't worry about it. It's not your concern. It's not your concern. So don't ask me no more.
See,
I'm not going to tell you.
See, I don't know where that stems from, but I'm on the same page, right? I've always something I've always, been big about is like prison reform, judicial reform. If someone's paid their debts to society, it once it's paid, it's done. I don't know the story about what you might be going on about, but
we'll just say it's generalized. We'll just say it's generalized.
Okay, but I'm there with you. But I hate to do this to you. I got to jump off. I've got 17% left on my phone, so
okay,
and I'm out having drinks. So I will check back later and see if you're still on. Okay.
No, I'm going on 3 hours right now. I'm 7 minutes shy of 3 hours.
All right. Well, I will check back in. Yeah, I'll check back in later and check on you. Okay.
All righty, brother. I'll talk to you later. Everybody, that was Star Wars Dad John. Star Wars Dad, thank you for stopping by, hanging out. Appreciate it. Clear up some of this stupid mess that keeps popping up. People talking shit. Now I'm going to get back to what I was talking about with Drunk Irishman. Make sure you check out Mobland. Mobland is an excellent show. It's on Prime Video. The whole season is out now, so check it out. It stars Tom Hardy, Helen Mirren. What's the old guy's name again? Pierce Brosnan. It's a great show. I did go see the Thunderbolts. I thought it was a good movie, but I was sick, so I'm gonna go see it again, where I'm not feeling so sick. But from what I saw, it was a good movie. Between that and running to the bathroom, so I missed a lot. But yeah, I missed a lot of boxing. I am going to get back to my boxing content once things settle down. And do me a favor, like I've told you guys 100 times before, I don't care what's going on somebody else's channel. Don't bring it here. Their problems are not mine. Their issues are not mine. I could care less about what goes on somebody else's hyped up, fucking drama-filled channel. And more than likely, they're lying through their teeth and their ass. They're fucking sliding all over the place with the lies. So, yeah, I don't care. Nor do I want secondhand information. I don't want to be bothered on the phone over drama. I've already blocked people for calling me 33 fucking times over drama and wanting my fucking approval. So yeah, I'm not fucking feeling it. I don't want no part of it. Let him cry all he wants. It's not my concern. Daniel, is not my concern. It's a very sad individual. But what I do want to do is put out one more last positive note. Guys, if you have the ability to be able to help somebody less fortunate than you out, please do so. Not only does it help you out, it helps them out. And I'm not talking about money. It doesn't have to be money. Sometimes someone just needs an ear to listen to them. Sometimes somebody just needs a shoulder to cry on. You know, somebody, you know, if you can help somebody out, just do so, please. Not only does it do them good and it might change their lives, but it just might help you out too and do your soul good. So please try to help out somebody less fortunate than you. On that note, let me go ahead and sign off, but let me play this song because, you know what? Just because. Let me turn this all the way up because I am being insubordinate.
You walk around, head up in the clouds. Think you're the king while you pushing the crowd. Talk like you're wise, but your head's full of noise. Making excuses while you're playing with toys. Claiming headaches like it's your daily grind. But the truth is, man, you're just wasting time. Preach like a prophet, but it's all just a game. Expect your friends to fall in line and do the same. You're a wannabe leader with a cult full of sheep, but no one's buying what you're trying to preach. You want a clone army, but this ain't the scene. Ain't no Jedi, just a dark side fiend. Why you gotta be insubordinate? Think we're here just to coordinate? Got your head in the sand, man, you need to see. Nobody here is bowing down to thee. Your hero's orange, your views outdated. Making comments that are so damn jaded. Misogyny spews every time you speak. Guess respect for women makes you feel weak. You're whining about your subs like it's some big crime, but your antics are the reason they left you behind. Saying you'll leave YouTube just to make a scene, but we all know, man, it's just for the screen. Quoting Trump like he's gospel truth, but the only thing growing is your excuse. Living in a world that you built from scratch, where no one can question and everyone claps. You think you're Yoda dropping wisdom so rare, but we see a Sith Lord who needs some self-care. You're lost in the Force, but an ancient friend, more like a Padawan with a nervous bend. Why you gotta be insubordinate? Think we're here just to coordinate? Lost in your delusions, can't you see? Ain't nobody here marching to your beat. Stop playing the victim, stop playing the part. Cluster headaches don't excuse a cold heart. Blaming the world while you're standing still. Not every battle needs a mighty hill. So take a
flawless victory. Flawless victory.